I took some of that too.
Boy, I didn't know.
Boy, I didn't know. Oh. Keep doing this with my hands like.
That is what it is.
Mm-hmm. That is, in fact, what it is.
Welcome.
Welcome. You're here.
It's nice to have you.
Thanks. Thanks for coming. See you later. Where's my camera?
Who's got me?
Who's got me? You? You got me? Thanks, Doug.
Do I have a camera there? Perfect.
There's a camera over there. Just kidding. Well, what's up, everybody? My name is Josh Migliori, and welcome back to another episode of the Running the Pass Cooking Show. Welcome back, everybody, and boy, do we have a great episode for you. Like we mentioned last week, we are starting off vacation recreation, and what that is we are going to be spending 3 weeks recreating dishes from our vacation down south to Alabama, and week 1 starts now. And what are we making today? Well, I'll tell you. We are going to be taking the wonderful, delicious, beautiful pulled pork sandwich with Alabama white barbecue sauce from Saw's Soul Kitchen and Barbecue in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, this is the second time that we've been to Saw's in the past couple years, and I will tell you right now, put my stamp of approval on it. This sandwich is a step above the rest. I don't care what you say. You can throw out your opinions and your recommendations. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Not under my roof. No way. Saw's creme de la creme, top notch, all the way. Now, there's a lot of great things to do in Birmingham. It's a beautiful city. There's sights to see. There's wonderful food. There's great breweries. So we decided to spend the morning working up an appetite, walking around Birmingham's Botanical Garden. And I will tell you right now, it is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. And the coolest thing, the one thing that stood up to me, was they had an entire garden to grow food, and it wasn't going to waste. They were feeding the homeless there in Birmingham. So if you're ever in town, please check it out. It's something that you will not regret. But enough of talking about what we did before eating the great food. Let's get into it. So today, I'm going to be showing you my rendition of Saw's pulled pork sandwich. We're going to be making the buns, we're going to be smoking the pork butt, and we're going to be making the white Alabama barbecue sauce. So let's stop talking about it, and as always, let's get into it. All right, y'all, let's get right into this pulled pork recipe. First, you are going to make a dry rub. Now, this is my secret rub, which I will not be giving out, but you are in luck. You can do this all on your own. All you need to do is mix some spices and sweetness together, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of spice, and everything nice. Then simply and generously cover your pork butt with your dry rub. And I mean generously. I do not want to see any naked pork butts whatsoever. Then all you need to do is let this sit for about a half an hour before you're ready to smoke. Then make sure your smoker is up to 225 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Then place your pork butt in your smoker and let it smoke low and slow for 12 to 14 hours or until the internal temperature reaches 205 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, you don't have to do this step, but if you want some extra credit, you can fill a squirt bottle with some apple cider vinegar, some yellow mustard, and a little bit of roasted garlic oil and spray your pork butt down every couple of hours through the process. Now, for these buns, all you have to do is go back to either the lobster roll episode or the Nashville hot chicken episode and watch how we made those luscious buns. For the Alabama white barbecue sauce, start off by simply adding 2 cups of mayonnaise, a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of horseradish, 1 to 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard. With a microplane, zest 1 whole lemon, then add the juice from half of that lemon. Microplane 2 garlic cloves. Next you'll add some cayenne pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, a pinchy of pepper, and a pinchy of salt. Then whisk your barbecue sauce until well incorporated and then add it to a really tiny sauce bottle. Now for these crispy onion strips, all you'll need to do is slice up your onion very thinly, toss that in some seasoned flour, and add that to some hot oil set at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until it's nice and crispy and golden brown. Now, once your pork is done in the smoker, let it rest for about a half an hour, and then, first off, can we just take a second and look at how fall apart tender this pork is? All you need to do now is add it to a bowl, put on some gloves, and start pulling the pork apart. Look at those crispy bark bits. This sandwich is going to be delicious. Speaking of sandwich, let's start assembling this. Place your buns down on a plate. Take a heaping pile of your pulled pork. Then top it off with some of that Alabama white barbecue sauce, a big heaping mound of those crispy fried onions, and there you have it, guys. My rendition of Saw's Soul Kitchen pulled pork sandwich with the Alabama white barbecue sauce. All right, guys, and there you have it. Our rendition of Saw's barbecue pulled pork sandwich with the Alabama white barbecue sauce. Guys, if you don't get a chance to visit Birmingham and check out Saw's for yourself, try this recipe. You will not be disappointed. It doesn't hold a candle to the original. That is on a level of its own, but this is the next best thing. We smoked that pork butt for 14 hours, low and slow. Got a wonderful smoke ring on it. It is fall apart tender. Then we whipped together homemade buns. Nothing gets better than making some buns at home. Then we whipped together that Alabama white barbecue sauce, mayo, lemon juice, horseradish. The flavors are all over the place. It just works. It's delicious. And as always, we got to take it to another level, and we topped it off with some crispy fried onions. You don't have to do that. You can make some slaw at home. You can eat it regular with nothing on top. I don't care, just try the recipe. It is worth it. So I guess the only thing that we have left to do in this kitchen is try this sandwich. So let's dive into it and see what this thing's made of. Give it a nice good old squish. Look at that, guys. It's so good. It's just falling apart tender. It's so good. Let's just get into it. Right. I tell you what, if you are looking to make top-notch barbecue and a hell of a pulled pork sandwich, rewind this video and follow it to the T, because this sandwich is outstanding. That smokiness in that pulled pork mixed with that rub, it's spicy, it's sweet. It's indescribable how good this sandwich is. That white Alabama barbecue sauce rounds out everything. This is an A+ sandwich, guys. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, make sure to hit the subscribe button right over here. It's right there. It's so pretty. Just click it. One click. That's all you got to do. You can follow us along on all social media as well if you click the link in the description below. And if you thought this episode was great, boy, do we have a good one for you next time with episode 2 of Vacation Recreation. We're not going to give away any spoilers, not in this household. Until then, we'll see you next time.